The dreams that make no sense. Reminds me, I think when I was trying to sleep a while back, a couple of days ago, I was like thinking around. It's like, okay, let's think of a random dream that would make absolutely no sense and be completely inconsistent, make absolute no shit. God damn, I can't speak properly. Okay, so like, say there's a dream. It's just like you see some guy walking his dog. It's like, okay, seems fairly normal. Then all of a sudden, everything gets kind of trippy and psychedelic. Color is just like, what the fuck is going on? And suddenly he's flying across a chasm on, well, grabbing onto the foot of, say, a giant ear. No, not a giant ear, actually. I can't remember what it was. Okay, let's just say a giant eyeball with elephant ears that are its wings. And he's grabbed onto the foot, and he's gone over a chasm, and then he gets dropped down, and then all of a sudden he's on a skateboard going through a tunnel. He gets to the end of it, and he flies off a cliff, and then, like, say some kind of chimera just, like, pops up and tries to eat him, and then the giant eye with freaking elephant ear wings pops up and saves him, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on in this dream? You know, that's the kind of shit that he probably sees on a regular basis. Like, I'm tired. That was the first thing I thought when I woke up. Last night's dream was surely having an after effect. In my mind still foggy, I looked at my alarm clock. I know that feeling, man. Too damn well. I like to sleep, but anytime it's a dream, I usually just wake up feeling like shit. I could safely say it was still morning. And today's Saturday. Wait, actually, I think it's Saturday as I'm recording this. And it is morning as well. Should I go back to sleep or should I get up? I could only go back to sleep because it was Saturday, but on the other hand, I wanted to get up and enjoy my day off because it was Saturday. What should I do? I peeked outside from between the curtains and saw a beautiful day. The clear winter sunshine was glittering. My eyes met with Otane, who just left that Sakura house. Otane smiled and pointed at the first floor of my house. I watched her lips move as she said, "Take care of Yume-chan." What that meant was that Yumi was downstairs and hungry, so I should fix breakfast for her. As she waved goodbye, Otane headed to school with a smile. Can't help it. This only left me with the choice of getting up. I got out of bed and headed downstairs while he just like completely ignores it, probably just like woken up randomly. He's like, what do you think you're doing? Just like sleeping? Just like this is I live here. Is that the first thing you say to me? She was laying under the kotatsu and wearing sweats. Well, he hasn't long woke up. That was for seeing my own little sister's shamefully untidy appearance. If anyone from school saw you looking like such a mess, they'd be so disappointed. After all, she played a sharp, adorable, neat and tidy honor student at the academy. I'd heard about so many guys being deceived by the false impression she gives off. The way you may mutter that led me to believe it was true. That kind of made me happy. The fact that she only showed it to me meant it was her special appearance, and in other words, that meant I was special. Well, she's only saying we're like siblings. A sweet voice came from her. Okay, is there something you want to eat? I decided to spoil her. Okay, I'll make it, so why don't you make some toast? Just like, hey, I said make me some food. I'm not assisting you or anything. Come on, even you can make toast. All you have to do is get the toaster and put slices of bread in it. She lazily got up and prepped the toaster. She's like, making toast is such a chore. But it's an easy thing to do, right? It's like, yeah, but it's such a chore, I don't want to do it. Let's see, I guess I'm going to make omelets.
あ、兄さん
You may call out to me as I headed for the kitchen.
ついでに紅茶もお願い。お砂糖多めで。
Okay, okay. We were having a peaceful morning on our day off. Different choices. Her face there. So, get the haunted house and like, it'd just be these two that appear. And I imagine you may as well, because she needs the haunted house one as well. Let's see. Yeah, wants us to go here, obviously. It is her route we're going for. I arrived in front of Mitsukoshi Hospital. Wait, Mitsukoshi Hospital? Isn't that the name of the... Was she a teacher or a nurse at the school? This was the biggest hospital on the island. Well, it doesn't really look like it's a big island, so you saying that doesn't mean there's more hospitals. It's a general hospital with internal medicine, surgical, and pediatric wards. I only come this way, though.
そういうんじゃなくて。
Somebody was talking in front of the hospital. The voice sounded concerned.
そういうの、私。
Why? I'm only asking you to get something to eat since we ran into each other here. Leg!
約束あるから。
That's obviously a lie, but it is pretty damn convenient that we show up at a time like this, so you could totally just like use that as an excuse. You always decline guys like that, Shirigawa-san, but you're the one who's asking for it. That's Nanaka. I know it's our day off, but he's confessing to her in a place like this.
誘ってるって。私、そんな。
You aren't, but that's what everyone thinks. Hey, if you don't have a boyfriend, why don't you go out with me?
その、私、そういうの、ダメなの。
After she said that, she slipped past the man and ran away. The man stood there stunned. Then he clicked his tongue and left. Fine, Nanaka sure is popular. She shouldn't be so touchy-feely with guys if it gets her into trouble. It's strange of her. I guess nothing did happen then, just like it was resolved without us having to interfere. Let's see, what am I going to eat? It was almost lunchtime, so I walked past around the shopping district trying to find a place to eat. Maybe a hamburger or a bowl of gyudon. I didn't have much money, so I wanted something cheap. Therefore, I didn't have too many choices.
奇遇だな、桜井。
What the hell is with the clothes? As I heard a voice that I'd rather not hear, someone tapped my shoulder.
さあ、行こうか。
Why do you suddenly have the glasses on there? Go where?
我らが学び合え。
For what?
そんなの決まってるだろう。クリスマスパーティーに向けての準備をしにだ。
Why me?
偶然、ここで俺に会ったから。
I refuse.
忘れたか、桜井。
About what?
今回のクリスマスパーティーの企画、この俺が仕切っているということを。
What about it?
お前はクリスマスパーティーの当日、クラスの当番だけで過ごしたいと、そういうわけだな。
Damn you. Are you trying to threaten me?
脅迫？人聞きの悪いことを言うな。これは取引だ。
Then he grinned. A deal?
ああ、これから数時間、俺に付き合うだけで、お前はクリパ当日の自由が約束される。悪い話ではないだろう。
He was right. However, it bugged me that I had to do whatever he'd tell me to. Well, I don't have anything else to do anyway.
その沈黙は承諾と受け取っていいのか？
Why not?
よし、取引成立だ。
It'd be funny if he just said nope and just walked away, just like, hey! Alright, you can't do that!
では行こうぞ、同志桜井よ。
I don't remember becoming your kindred soul.
そんな寂しいことを言うな。去年までは祭りのたびに共に競い合った仲だろ。
I was then and this is now. I've already retired. I was just about to word it that way. It's like, and then he must have retired that last year then. So what are we preparing for?
一応下見をしておこうと思ってな。
Take a look ahead of time.
風見学園七不思議って聞いたことあるか？
Do you mean like those ghost stories every school has?
そうだ。
The seven mysteries, huh? I've heard about them before, but I didn't know any details. I wasn't particularly interested in them either.
せっかくお化け屋敷をやるんだからな。この機会にいろいろ調べておこうかと思って。
Okay, that's fine. So, what do you want me to do?
お前にはあれを任せる。
Suginami pointed.
弟くんだ
I saw Tane walking towards us.
俺が仕事をしている間、朝倉姉の相手をしていてほしい。
I see. In other words, he was going to do something bad that Otone wouldn't let him do, so he wanted me to divert her attention. What about my Yugi-senpai?
あっちは行動パターンが読めてるからな。大した障害にはならんよ。
Suginami showed a bold smile. If my Yugi-senpai was here, she would jump on him. Okay, I got it. Just spending a few hours with Otone was going to guarantee my freedom on the day of the Christmas party. That's worth it.
では任せたぞ。
I watched Suginami leave as I apologized to Otone in my heart. Seriously, what the hell? After I spent some time with Otone, I swung by the music room. Wonder if Nanaka's here today. I opened the door quietly, and then I heard a joyful singing voice with a rhythmic accompaniment. Nanaka was singing. What's this? I guess she came to practice as she was supposed to. La 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 la. Coco was playing bass and Wataru was playing the drums. Isn't there a guitar player? La la la. She was singing beautifully as usual, except we couldn't hear it. In fact, we couldn't hear any of the band. The other two were having fun playing their instruments too. Even Wataru looked cool, even though he was always goofing around. La 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 la. Our eyes met, and then she smiled.
吉行くんだ。
え？
あ、本当だ。
They found me. Tanaka pounced on me when I entered the music room. I smelled the fresh scent of her shampoo.
また来たんだね、吉行くん。
Yeah, I was in the area.
はてはて、さては私の歌声に誘われたな。
What the la 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 la? Tanaka smiled happily as she tangled her arms around mine. She loves getting physical. Bingo. I smiled playfully.
本当って吉行くん冗談ばっか言うからな。
I'm half joking and half serious.
本当かな。
まあまあ、そんなところに突っ立ってないで適当に座れよ。
Are you sure aren't I interrupting your practice?
大丈夫。吉行くんだったら全然 OK。
Sure. I wondered if it was really alright as Nanaka urged me into the room.
吉行、休みの日なのに学校に来るなんて珍しいね。
Well, I had some stuff to do.
ま、吉行はお客さんってことで俺たちの素晴らしい演奏に聞き惚れてくださいよ。
Sure, by the way, don't you have a guitar player?
わ、そ それ禁句だよ。
Yeah, what is?
あのね、本当はこの間までいたんだけど、遅刻が多いからって渡るくんがクビにしちゃったんだよ。
Oh my.
いいんだよ。真面目に音楽をやらないやつは俺は嫌いなんだ。
Wataru must truly love music. I didn't expect to hear something like that from him. But I wonder, I don't know if I've ever heard a band that's, just got bass and drums. Well, actually there is music that's, just bass and drums, but I mean like in an actual band that's just, I don't know. I wish Suginami had been here to hear that. But aren't there any other guitar players in the light music club?
あいつらはあいつらでもう組んじゃってるんだ。クリスマスイベントに出る予定だし。
I see. Is the fact that you're missing the guitar player the reason why you aren't playing at the party?
そういうことなんだけど、もういいんだよ。時間もないしさ。俺たちは適当に合わせてるだけだから。ね。
でもリズムパートばっかりじゃねえ。
But if there isn't a guitarist, they'd at least need a keyboard player. Like I said the previous time, I could do both! Well, I'm better with guitar than keyboard, honestly. Because to this day, I still haven't really learned how to play it properly. I've pretty much just self-taught pretty much on that one.
隊長、ギタリスト発見しました。
Nanaka pointed me as she smiled. Eh?
お前ギター弾けんの？
Well, yes. A little.
うわ、マジかよ！なんでもっと早く言わないんだよ、水木さん。
Didn't I tell you?
聞いてねえよ。あ、月島。
ちょっと待ってて。
Coco hurried over to the next room. The next room over was a storage room for the brass band.
吉行、これ。
Coco brought out an electric guitar, along with a shielded cable and small amplifier. You know, it'd be kind of funny if I was actually the protagonist here, because I am guessing, it's pretty obvious, it must be a right-handed guitar. Most commonly used is, like, right-handed. For me, like I said, I got a missing finger on my left hand, so I have to play left-handed. There's like parts of me this right-handed guitar, it's like, yeah, I can play guitar, but kind of only play left-handed. It's like, oh, shit. Are you serious?
ちょっと弾いてみてくれよ。
私も聞きたいな。
I plugged the cable into the guitar and the amp, and then turned the power on. Suddenly, the high-pitched sound of an electric guitar jumped out from the amplifier.
リック、私のしかないんだけど。
Well, I can just use my hand, fingers. Sure, thanks. I mean, it's what I always do. That's probably why it's never as loud. And because of that, not having practice with the guitar pick as much, I can't strum the guitar using the pick. Like up and down kind of thing. Strum down and occasionally up, but like, just like, like say for example this. I wouldn't be able to do that with a pick because I find it difficult for the upper strum. I lightly plucked the strings. Ah, this is completely out of tune.
前のギターの子がね、そういうの苦手で。
Neither am I. That's why I've got an electric guitar tuner. Does he not know how to even use that?
月島が逐一チューニングしてやってたんだよな。
There have been a few times where I've tried to tune a guitar without a guitar tuner, and one of those times was one of the only times that a guitar string is snapped. And since then, I've never tried. I will always use a guitar tuner because of it. You've got to be kidding. Did he really like playing the guitar? It was a mystery. Well, you know, there are quite a number of guitarists that really love playing the guitar and can be really talented. But at the same time, you know, they'd have someone else tune the guitar for them. I mean, you get a lot of guitarists that, like, on stage, just playing the guitar and just like have someone like tune the guitar between songs if need be, you know. They never do it themselves sometimes, some guitarists don't.
チューナー使う？
No thanks, I can pretty much tell. I think this might need a new set of strings.
なんか吉行くんプロっぽいね。
I'm not as professional because I totally wouldn't talk like that. Just be like, oh yeah, well actually I'd be like, instead of like, probably need some new strings, I'd just be like, I just play just like, sounds like shit, maybe do something about it. Probably just like, yeah, it needs new strings. What's so interesting? I would like to be able to, you know, tune guitar by ear, but I always find it really difficult to tell if it's perfectly in tune. So I always use an electric guitar tuner, and that's why I've never tried acoustic guitar, because I don't even have a left-hand acoustic guitar for one thing. And if it was an electro-acoustic, then I'd kind of be like, every time it go out of tune, I'd be like, shit. Whenever I try to tune a string without a guitar tuner, it goes more out of tune. Even if I'm like turning the thing in the right direction, it's just every time. What's so interesting? Well, it's okay as long as she's having fun. When I was done tuning the guitar, I started to play. Seriously, can the music be like a bit quieter? You can't really hear the guitar. Something like this.
おお、じゃあちょっと合わせてみようぜ。
What are we playing?
そうだよ。譜面も何も渡してないのに急に合わせるなんて無茶だよ。
そうか、そうだよな。悪い、ついつい興奮して。
でも音欲しいよ。
Matara and the others were dying to play together, but all that music. When I saw the pile of music Coco had, I became speechless. Oh, come on, it can't be that bad. Is it like a freaking giant tomes worth of sheet music tab or whatever? If it's sheet music, then... Wait, didn't he say he taught himself? So, well, if it's tab, it's not really all that hard to figure out, really. But sheet music, on the other hand, you'd need to be a bit more than just, like, figuring it out on your own. You'd have to look up about that. How many songs would they plan to play? It'd take more than a day to read through everything. Oh, well. Alright then, I'll just try and pick up a magic tube.
そんなことできんの？
No, but he can. Yeah, I'll pick up notes from Nanaka's melody line and the bass. Well, I occasionally can do that, but...
すげえ。
He was impressed. I never knew teaching myself guitar and having fun with it as my hobby would become useful. I guess you never know what'll happen in life. Shoko and Nanaka both smiled, and when they heard I joined in.
じゃあいくよ。ワン、ツー、スリー、フォー。
Something like this. Let me try join in since I got a guitar here. Enough of that. That was totally going nowhere. That's the thing, man. If I, like, could figure out what scale to use, and I haven't really memorized scales, to be honest. I always have to have the tab with the scales up and just kind of pick random notes from the scale and just play it. But yeah, really gotta get around to memorizing that. But anyways, reach the highest point here. Hey, this is a solo part for the guitar. Whatever, I'm gonna do my best. Hey, was that okay? You didn't play no solo, you lying piece of shit. I'll play a solo, or at least try to play a solo. That's the problem with improvising for me. It could go either way, because unless I'm really prepared for it, I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, enough of that. I don't know where I was going with that. That's the thing, man. It's like, say for example, like I've wrote songs, but I just like, I have to really go note for note to come up with a solo. Well, when I improvise it could go well or it could go poorly. It usually only goes well when I've got like a tab up showing where like all the notes for a scale are, so I know which notes that I could use. Like, it'd just be there, I could just play a pattern of it, just like... But, you know, just doing that, it's just like, that's boring, though. So we just mix it up. But I haven't, like, got a full scale, so just... Well, I could have totally just used that pentatonic scale, but whatever! Getting way off subject. Naka was singing with a smile. Coco and Watara were smiling too. The viewers, on the other hand, were not. Just like, get on with it. I was smiling too. It was a mess, but it was fun. True that, it was. Yeah!
Yosuke, 最高だ!
Don't know why I decided to do that.
本当だよ、すごいよ。特に途中のソロがもう天才的だね。
We didn't get to hear it, so I will not believe you on that. My stomach hurts, because really, his guitar playing really wasn't all that impressive. Neither was mine, but still.
なんだよあのソロは。うにょうにょーってなって急にメタルっぽくなったし、アンプにギターこすりつけて何やってんだか。
ねえ、その後こんなんって感じの顔したのがもうすんごく面白くて。
He went up to the amplifier with his guitar and just like... Bleh, bleh, bleh. Really? I've never actually done that myself, honestly. I don't really see the points. Besides, my freaking guitar amp is right at the bottom of my bed. Unless I pulled it out randomly and just like went up to it with my guitar, just like, make sound come off it. I don't know. That was the blazing guitar solo, a slightly weak blazing guitar solo. Ha 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 ha. Okay, let's do it. We enjoyed the crazy practice session for a while. I like, in my guitar playing, I feel like I have little to no heavy metal influence. Because, like, it seems like it's mostly kind of blues, and I don't even listen to many kind of blues or anything like that. I suppose it's because of the pentatonic scales. So that kind of influences, and I guess, like, there are a lot of guitarists that use that, so... And David Gilmour, for example, is one guitarist that I feel is influencing my playing. I'm always trying to play comfortably numb, but never memorize it. Just rambling on. I think we've recorded enough. Let me just try playing a bit of that, actually, and fail at it because I haven't even memorized it. I can't even remember how parts of it goes. But I always like playing along to those guitar solos like that. But actually, I can't remember. There's this one solo that I learned by ear, and it was from one track in Welcome to the NHK. And I just came across part of it randomly when I was just playing guitar, and it's not a full solo, but it's part of it. Something like that. It wasn't played like as it was actually played. It's just like bits of it that I can remember off the top of my head that I randomly stumbled across. But anyways, enough rambling on with about my guitar and playing the guitar, because really that's just distracting, isn't it? But anyways, I'm gonna call it apart here. Well, recording session, because I know it's gonna be maybe 2-3 parts out of that recording session, I imagine. Check here. Well, obviously, it's gonna, like, obviously each time go to wherever Nanaka is, because that's the route we're going with for the first one. But anyways, I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.